We really have to always be evolving our art. Believe me, I don't do things the way Grandmaster Ron taught me to, and I have talked to him about it. We used to do standard wrist lock. We used to cross our thumbs like this. When we grabbed the hand, it was called a butterfly technique. That's what it looked like, a butterfly. And this is not practical. And why isn't it? Because when I'm grabbing the hand and this thumb's underneath, I can't get this hand out to block if I have to. So I went in after I learned it his way, and I very respectfully told him what I thought, and we talked about it, and now we all do it like this. So there has to be that float factor for immediate response to what the instructor's saying. There has to be the sense of trust. Otherwise, people won't do something that I tell them to do. Maybe if I tell them, okay, you need to do jump side kick like this, and they don't do it that way because they think they're going to get hurt. But usually then what happens is they get hurt because they didn't do it the way I told them to do it. Or, that questioning, especially at a lower level, that constant, oh my God, I'm not going to do that. Oh my God, I'm not going to do that. We just took an Aikido seminar this last weekend. There's an instructor that teaches at Miss Sensei Gardner's school that, I hate to say it, but I don't have a lot of respect for the person. I'm not going to say if it's a male or female, just in case this eventually gets in the wrong hands. But very nice person outside of Aikido. I don't have respect for their technique. When that person teaches, I'm always questioning what they're teaching. And you know what? It's wrong on my part to do that, because not only could I be endangering myself and injure myself, I could be endangering the welfare of the students I'm practicing with. Because like it or not, even though what degree I am in Taekwondo, I'm a blue belt in Aikido. And I should be listening to this person. But they have no float factor for me, so I question everything. So we want to maintain that float factor so that the students don't question us. There is a downside to all this. We come in, we're from a Korean martial art, so we have a lot more manners. We talked about this on Saturday, than a lot of martial arts do. We focus on your feet have to be together. We bow a lot. We call each other sir and master and miss and mister and all that. We don't call each other by their first name when we're black belts and so on. However, we do have joking relations with each other. I tell jokes during class. You guys, we talk. I asked Mr. Alessi when he came in about a computer program he got for his music that helps him with his music, because I have it at my house. So even though we have this instructor-student relationship, we still share things that they're outside of the school. However, we don't go pal around with each other. Mr. Alessi and I've known him since he was about this big. Well, a little taller than that, because he was always tall. He was born like this tall. But, we have never done anything socially, ever. Master Schaefer, I go stay, when she used to live in Cincinnati, I would stay with her because when I went to see Grandmaster Ron. So everyone that went down would stay with Master Schaefer. And did we go out to dinner together? Yes, but you know what? It was still very formal. So we have a very unique relationship in that sense. But let me speak from my point of view now, so that you can understand what it is, I guess, that you should be thinking about. As I said, I've known Grandmaster Ron forever. And he and I worked together for 2 years, every day of the week except for Sunday, and most days 12-hour days. I know things about him that, other than his wife and maybe his kids, very few people know. And are some of the things martial art, appropriate martial art things? Absolutely not. However, that, in my mind, that does not influence my decision or my how I interact with him, because he's my instructor. So, have we done things together that would be outside the realm of Taekwondo? Absolutely. However, when I would do those things with him, I never lost sight of the fact that he was my instructor and I'm his student. He's not my father. He's not my friend. He's not my older brother. He's not any other possible relationship I could have with him. He's my instructor. So even though when we are driving down to this tournament for however many gazillion hours, and I was teaching him how to blow bubbles with bubble gum because he had never blown a bubble in his life, and he was blowing and the gum was going out on the dashboard. And was it funny? Absolutely. All of you are laughing. But you know what? I still looked at him, no matter how funny it was, as he was my instructor. So we really have to maintain that understanding in our heads. I have had a few friends, people that I have known before they took Taekwondo, that have become students of mine after they were already my friend. Every single one of them has been kicked out of this school because they could never separate being a friend and being a martial arts student. They couldn't separate the two. Ideally, if we were friends before they became a student of mine, when we are out as friends, we should be friends. And when we are in the training floor, we should be teacher and student. There's one person that still is in the school that has done that, and that's Master Van He. The problem is he and I became friends when we were Taekwondo students together. So we weren't friends before Taekwondo. So I think that's probably why it works. But you have to give Master Van He a lot of credit. He was 2 color belts behind me, maybe, and now he's a student of mine. Very few people could have the capability of diminishing their ego so much that they're able to become a student of someone that was once pretty much the same rank as they were. So you got to really give him credit for that. But most everyone else, it hasn't worked. I've had some very good friends that have become Taekwondo students that not only did I have to throw them out of the school for, I didn't do it, Master Humble did it. I ended up losing them as friends also. So you really have to always maintain that teacher-student relationship, no matter what. And we always have to look at our instructors, be it Grandmaster On or whoever, me or whoever your instructor is, and realize, we have a very unique relationship with this person, but it's not apparent. All of you are pretty much too old for that, but younger black belts, a lot of times it becomes a problem. I end up becoming like a parent figure for them. I'm not their parent. I'm their martial art instructor. I'm not your friend. I'm your martial art instructor. I'm not, any of those other things. It's definitely a unique relationship. And for most people in the outside world, they have a hard time looking at that and understanding. And even people who haven't been in martial arts for a long time have a hard time understanding this teacher-student relationship, because until you've been in it for a long time, it's really difficult to explain.